I'm Keighty.
I'm Liz, and we're Not Your Mommy.
All right, we're back with Part 2 with Keighty Gallagher. I'm so excited that we get you for a second week, Keighty.
Round 2, I just farted.
I'm obsessed.
I just wanted to let you know.
And if you guys want more of those, don't forget Keighty is hosting a retreat in October. So we'll also put the link in this in these show notes in case you guys never checked it out last week. But one thing that literally we talked about, or you kind of brought up multiple times throughout last week, and we just never got to, was the fact that you had a stroke in the last few years. Can you just take us right back to that? I literally know nothing, so I'm just hoping you can tell us what the hell happened.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so it was literally almost 2 years ago to the day. It happened October 2nd, 2023. It was the year where kind of like everything happened. Like Harrison and I celebrated our big wedding party. I was taking on a lot of work at the gym I was working at, BossFit. I'd started their events program. I was doing their newsletters. I was teaching a lot, and I was still creating content for Tight Club or TCTV, Tight Club TV.
It sounds like you were literally like almost busier than when you owned your own business.
Totally. This might have nothing to do with it, but I used to be a track athlete, and I did the heptathlon, which is 8 events. And so I've just always had it in me that like, I can't just do one thing. And I can't be good at one thing. I have to be okay at everything. Not the best at anything. Okay at everything. So that brings me to my stroke. It was a Monday.
I love that we're laughing about this. Okay.
I know, right?
It was a Monday. It was October 2nd.
Yeah, 2023. Harrison and I had just gone for a surf, and it's kind of dead out there. Nothing much was happening. We weren't tired. We weren't like rocked or anything. We were walking back to the parking lot, and I was holding my surfboard, and all of a sudden I just let go of it. And I'm like, that's so unlike me. And I could tell that like my hand, like my grip strength wasn't firing as fast as I wanted it to. And, packed up the board. It was actually really hard to get out of my wetsuit. It takes a lot of strength to like pull off a wetsuit, and I like already have a hard time doing that. It's even harder. Then we went to BossFit and took a squat focused class, and it was pretty heavy that day.
You did, by the way.
And I'm like pushing my brains out, literally trying to stand up from this heavy back squat. And I started to like get a little lightheaded. And I like immediately felt ill afterwards. I'm like, God, why am I feeling so shitty? Like, I wonder why. I get home and I'm like texting, and my texting is like, I'm experiencing all of these kind of classic symptoms that I would never have related personally. I would never think that I was having a stroke because I'm a young woman. I am a strong, athletic person. I'm healthy. Something like that could never happen to me. It's like, something that happens to your like uncle with diabetes. Like you just don't. And the society that we're in, the world that we're in, doesn't also supports that thinking. So it wasn't until Wednesday, 2 days later, that I woke up at 4:30 in the morning to get ready to teach. I think it was like 6 back-to-back classes. And I got to the gym, and I was writing on the chalkboard, and I looked at my writing, and I'm like, this is illegible. Like, this is bad. I'm feeling even worse. I can barely walk in a straight line.
What do you think is going on? Are you like, okay, like I'm getting the flu, or like are you just like, I'm tired, or like, what do you think is happening over the last few days?
Honestly, I was in like pure denial. When you're in such a state of like burnout that you're like, must keep going.
You're like, I got shit to do.
Also, that week I was planning on traveling home because my mom had been diagnosed with lung cancer. It spread to her brain.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
and so I was gonna fly home I was planning on taking her to radiation therapy in Victoria. And I was like, I just gotta get there. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine.
Mhm.
I even thought, I'm like, is this a stroke? And even like, you know, healthy, smart people around me were like, you're just stressed.
Mhm.
And luckily, my last client of the day, her name's Dr. Thalia Field. She's an incredible neurologist and a really good friend of mine. I asked her about it after our session, and she's like, "Oh my God, Keighty, this is not good. I don't like this." She knew that I was flying home the next day, and she lined me up with a CT scan, thinking it's probably nothing, but let's just get on top of this because, you know, she's seen this kind of stuff happen to young people. You know, I'm going to say it again, like we think we're superheroes, you know, right? Like
Mhm.
your
Oh, yeah.
mom, you're a boss. You own multiple locations. You literally can do anything. You can solve most problems. Like getting sick, not gonna happen. Or if it
Yeah.
does, there's a way around it. Like, you
I will
just don't identify. But you're
Yeah.
someone who has experienced this too.
Yeah, so I actually do think, like, now, 10 years later, I like, even today, I was like, "Oh, I'm feeling tired. Chris is away." So I've been solo parenting, and, like, my nervous system is, like, shot by 9 AM. And all these things, and I'm not eating, like, all the things are happening, and I have so much going on at work. It's a funny thing, but once you've been through it, you're like, no, that's real. And so if I don't stop myself, something else is going to stop me. And it's like,
Yeah.
actually, and then the fear of that is even stressful in itself, that you're going to get like knocked on your feet. So, but I didn't have a stroke. I can't even imagine. But sorry, continue on.
A Wednesday, I talked to Thalia. By Friday, I get my CT scan, and she calls me on Saturday saying, you should I need you to get a blood test. I need you to get a MRI because we found something in there that could be one of a few things. I'm like, will you tell me? And she's like, well, okay. It could be a tumor. It
Mhm.
could be some sort of like a laceration to your brain. Basically, what she saw was like a white mark. And she's like, it could be MS or it could be aneurysm. And it was an aneurysm. It was a burst blood vessel in my cerebellum that was affecting um, my motor skills. So being able to speak clearly and quickly, being able to like type, function. My left side was the one that was like kind of soft and flubbery,
Mhm.
and I never got a headache, but I was like I felt drunk, and the moment you allow yourself to be sick or injured in this case, you could say, um, it's not like the engine stops. It's like I told myself, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to like work out for the next 6 weeks. Maybe this is the vacation I've always wanted. I'm gonna, read all these books. I'm gonna like apply for all these jobs. Like,
Well, you needed your 8 events in your track. What's
yes,
it called? I'm not an athlete.
my heptathlon.
Yeah, you were like, "Where's my heptathlon?"
I just had all these crazy expectations for that time that I ended up taking off. And
So, hold on. So you find out you had this aneurysm, which
yes.
essentially means a stroke?
So from what I understand, an aneurysm is one of a few types of strokes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so what does that mean then? So you find this out, like, do you need to take medication, or like, what do you need to do?
There are still some questions that they need to have answered. One, is this um, bleed associated with an artery? Is it coming from an artery or is it coming from a vein? And if it was attached to an artery, that's high risk. That means high blood pressure is like, it means that the more it bleeds, the more swelling happens and the higher risk of bad things happening to you and long term. So they needed to figure that out. So I ended up flying back to the US to pursue treatment down here. Luckily, it was just a cluster of blood vessels called venous malformation. And it just means that when it's coming out of a vein, it's lower blood pressure, which means your chances of rebleeding are much lower. So
Okay.
it's so deep into my cerebellum
Mm-hmm.
and close to my brain stem that they're like, it would be higher, way riskier for us to go in and mess something up than like you just having to live with this. And there is a chance of rebleed every year,
Oh my God.
but it's better for you than us messing something up if we go in. So now I live with the fear of
Mm-hmm.
having more and more and more and more bleeds in my life. But I am equipped with knowing that I know how to detect the symptoms because it's happened before. And I'm also reassured that where it is and what it is not going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to mess me up a little bit, but it's not going to kill me. And that's something that's very reassuring.
You're obviously like very functional right now, and you're actually more articulate than I've ever been. So how did you then heal? And if this happens again, what does the
Mhm.
healing process look like?
I probably felt funny. Like, that's a good way to put it. I felt funny for like a couple months.
I remember this feeling that I had where I was like, I will never, and actually a doctor told me, this is just your life now. You'll never feel better.
That's interesting. I don't know if I ever thought that. I remember listening to this, it might have been like an early Brene Brown podcast where she's talking about um burnout and that burnout is a tunnel and you don't realize you're in a tunnel until you see the end or something.
Mm.
And I just remember that was a great podcast I listened to. I'm
Yeah,
not sure if I ever thought that like, will this be forever? Because I don't know. I also didn't want to go back to
mm.
how I felt before. Like, my life wasn't meant to be like that forever. Like, I was living inside a heptathlon of life.
Yeah,
Too
it's
much
funny.
work.
I actually feel like you just shifted my view of like this or the narrative for me, where
Mm.
I think I was seeing the story still as like a narrative or as a injury, a physical injury, but it's actually it was a mental, you were in burnout
Yeah.
from probably 10 years of this like
Yes.
behavior.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, and similar to me. So you basically had to like look at like for me I had to look at what my levers were each day and like just simplify my life so that I was like just in more balance essentially. So is that kind of what you went into like how
Totally.
okay.
Yeah. And the first thing I had to do was give up um being available to others, which meant I stopped working. I closed down my TCTV office, which was a recording studio that I had just like custom built the year before. It was so cool. Like, I was like, cool, I'm like a recording artist now that
Yeah.
I'm a fitness lady.
Totally. The ego, like it's like so fucked, hey? Like I get it where you're just like, this means I'm this. Like I've made it. Like this is now I can say that I'm this person now. I so
Yes.
get it. And like, yeah, it's like checking off all the boxes and adding it's like consumptive behavior in your career almost, if that makes
Yes.
sense.
And it was truly one of those moments where I had to give up again so much of who I thought I was to eh, in order to figure out what or who I was going to be
Uh-huh.
going forward. And like, it's still hard. You know, like, I'm so lucky that I am in a season where I'm feeling creative and energized and I feel safe to be able to explore that and feel curious about what creating can look like again. Um but before that, you know, I'm sure people who are listening to this are stuck in their tunnel of burnout, being like, "Oh, but it only took her 12 months," or it only took that person like 3 months. Like, I'm 2 years into this. Like, when is it my turn? That's how I felt up until months after I left that tube. I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
yeah,
you're,
like you only started feeling this way like 6 months ago.
yeah.
And that happened,
And
and the marker of your burnout happened in 2023, but like you were
yes.
actually in burnout for so much longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found myself in such a ugly game of comparison where I'm like, yeah, but that person's killing it. Like, how is that person still doing what I'm doing and killing it? Like, it's such a hard time to feel strong. And is there like a magic thing I did that like helped me get out of it? I feel like it's so lame to say time, but like I think I touched on it in the last episode. I had all this time and I ended up applying to be a barista at my friend's coffee shop to do something. Like, I'm like, no one is hiring me to be their head of community marketing.
Fuck them.
Uh,
Those
fuck
idiots.
them. And I like can't go back to working for someone else in fitness again. Like, I've done that.
Well,
I'm
you
like,
end
what?
up treating it like your own business.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
clearly.
But you can't, and you can never get paid. It's if you're,
Yeah.
I'm addicted to small businesses.
I know.
If you
I
can't
get it.
own one, it's hard to work in it. I will say.
Mhm.
So yeah, imagine, oh, that'll be for another one. But anyways,
Part 3.
part
Part
three.
3.
Part 3. But honestly, my friend who owns the cafe I work at, it's called Singing Sun Cafe. I'll have to take you there when you come to visit.
Add it to the Airbnb itinerary.
Yes, the experience itinerary. I was telling her that it was like working at the cafe as an almost 40-year-old barista is the best thing I could have done for myself as someone burnt out as an entrepreneur, as a burnout entrepreneur.
Why do you think?
I think that it felt like a safe play to suck. It felt like a safe place to suck at something, but then like get better at it.
Like
I
truly building, like making coffees.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seriously, my latte art still sucks most of the time. Sorry, Raquel and Corbin. I'm working on it though, and man, most of the time I'm hitting a perfect shot. So,
That's amazing.
most of the
Honestly,
time.
I own 4 cafes and I've never even attempted latte art, so good for
Yeah.
you.
So it's when I come, we'll do a Katie Riddell's cafe takeover, and I'll
Oh my
come.
God. Yes.
I'll make you a latte.
Okay.
It was being in a new environment where you didn't have to own it. You didn't. I mean, it's not your business. You're
Yeah, you just,
giving
yeah, you
a
show
safe
up.
place to learn something. You're around like young, cool people, and it's in your community. I don't know. It's just
Yeah, it's like the stakes are low, but
yeah,
like, and you don't have as much skin in the game, but you still get to like flex those muscles that you loved doing and like you still love doing.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you mentioned this in the last one, which I actually think could be like a really good activity or action for someone who is in the state of burnout, which is like think back to when you were working, or if you still are working, where does your mind go when you envision like, if only I could just blah 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 blah. Like, if only I could just work at a cafe and make lattes for nice people all day. And I let myself do that.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been the best thing I could have done for my mental health. I found that I got to like rebuild confidence again. You know, like when you're burnt out, you don't have confidence. You don't have confidence in yourself, in your potential. And you also probably think that who you were before sucked as well, because look at you now. And
Mhm.
it's just those little things that get you back into like a place of strength. And I was working at the cafe for about 3 months when I was like, you know what? I think I want to be a trainer again. I think I'm going to hire myself since nobody else will, and I'm going to start something.
Yeah.
And here we are today.
Yeah, I love that. And like here I am also when I asked you like how are you healing or how'd you get better? And you're like, I was you said like I stopped and I was thinking you're gonna say like stopped eating dairy. And you're like, no, and you're like, oh, I stopped making myself available for others. Like
Mhm.
how did you like what does that actually look like? You just didn't make plans with people, said no to people. Like how
Mhm.
did you actually put that into play? Because that is way harder done than said, especially when you are who you are, like Keighty, who you literally are magnets. People are
Mhm.
magnetized to you.
I think you have to stop being top of mind. You've got to remove yourself from those situations. I stopped going to the gym where I saw all the people who were inviting me to do things. I
Mm.
stopped going on trips with like weekend trips with friends because um I couldn't afford it anymore. And you just kind of like, you got to do like, you literally have to unplug from your social circles, from work. Like, I do think that, like, when you are not on someone's top of mind, you won't get asked to do a thing.
Mhm.
And um, most of the time, it's not personal. It's not because someone is better at something than you are or they don't like you anymore. It's just that you're not top of mind and you've got to start working on not being top of mind to people.
Wait, I love
Stay in on
that.
a Friday night, have a bath, like,
Yeah, so
yeah.
stop being top of mind. I've never heard that. And it's funny because like the famous gal in me slash like the people pleaser, like I get FOMO all the time. I always talk to my brother because he doesn't get FOMO at all. He literally doesn't give a fuck if me and my sister hang out without him.
Yeah.
And yeah, like stop being top of mind. Sorry, I'm just wrapping my head around that. I've
Mhm.
literally never thought about it before because I think that my goal has always been to be top of mind now that I think about it.
Of
I don't
course.
even want to be there, to be honest. I do want to be invited.
Yeah, and then guess what? It backfires and all of a sudden you're like, "Wait a second. I feel kind of better now. Nobody's inviting me to do anything." Then you have to do the work, the authentic work of rebuilding yourself in a way that is appropriate for what you can handle now and in places that you actually want to be in.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I love a good like reorg project. Okay, so
Ooh.
then when you do that, I'm assuming there's some trial and error in that where you're like, wait, I think the place I want to be is here. And then you show up there, you're like, wait, that took so much more of my energy than I thought it would.
Um, yeah, but it also it helps you become, I think the word is like malleable
Mm.
because you're like, whoa, like I got really into line dancing.
Which I'm not surprised by because you also got into like step aerobics in
Yes,
2018.
yes, we brought step aerobics back to Tight Club. Favorite new class.
I loved it. Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
yes, so line dancing, I love that. And you've been so good at that though. Like I think like just finding new ways to connect and have fun and like move your body. So I'm not surprised by that.
Thanks. It's been awesome. And with someone at like with a brain injury and I
Mhm.
wasn't able to like lift weights and push myself, line dancing is quite hard. And I did push myself, but it was in a way that was way more healthier for my brain than lifting weights and going on like crazy mountain bike rides. And it was a beautiful way to meet new people, try something new. And honestly, like there's been something about this exercise of unplugging, not becoming top of mind, wanting to become top of mind anymore, having to do the work to get there. I also know that like it's possible to unplug again. And I'm like, I've kind of had my fix of line dancing. You try a lot of stuff and you're allowed to let go of the things that don't serve you. I'm trying to think, oh, actually a big one is like Ventura is a big surf town, and I love like who wasn't of our age obsessed with Blue Crush?
Yeah.
Duh. So I've been like able to have my Roxy girl moment, and
You're
since
such a Roxy gal. Like it's
oh my
a
God,
no-brainer.
I used to wear Roxy rash guards to school.
Wait, that's so Victoria coded. Like I can't. That's so small town.
Courtney though, even
Oh,
smaller.
Oh yes, sorry. How dare I actually include Victoria in that? Courtney.
Yeah,
Yes,
Courtney.
that's amazing.
Shout
and like,
out to anyone out there who shopped at Trousers.
okay, I was gonna say this is such a like a mall like below the belt situation, but not even below the belt. Trousers.
Trousers.
Also in the denim.
Yeah.
In the pant category.
Yes. They sold Dish.
Oh
Remember
yeah.
Dish?
Do I
Anyways,
ever?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I grew up at Richmond Center. Like we had all those brands. Obsessed.
You're
also
so lucky you had a mall.
Okay, so you didn't have a mall?
No, this is I mean, we had the Driftwood Mall, we had Northern Getaway, Northern Reflections, and across the hallway was Bootlegger and Mariposa.
Okay, honestly, that is what Richmond Center was like back in the 90s, FYI. And I still had to drive like 25 minutes to get there. But yeah, there was no like online shopping, by the way, for anyone listening to this who like works at Keighty's coffee shop. Like that wasn't a thing. Oh my gosh, Mariposa. Yes. Le Chateau.
Oh, that was what my like cool cousins in the city wore in Vancouver. I remember, such a detour, but that's okay.
I'm here for it. I have another. I'm about to throw in another one. I'm just in line. So
I before I was big enough to shop at Bootlegger, I would my mom and grandma would take me to shop at Northern Getaway, which was like, like cotton tights and like oversized sweatshirts with like deer and like kittens on it. And I was just like, oh my God, I just want to shop at Bootlegger. And finally I was big enough, and I will never forget my first outfit. It was red full-on flame print camisole, like tank top and matching pajama pants set. Red flame pajama set.
And please tell me you also wore this to school.
Of course. Of course.
You were a pajama wearer to school. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah. Okay, I love it. Yeah, my random thing is that when I grew up in Singapore, we would go to like Bali or like, I don't know, different places in like Southeast Asia, and they would have all the like knockoffs. So like I'm not getting knockoffs Prada. I'm getting knockoff like Roxy and knockoff like Quicksilver.
No way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just like the X was on a different angle, and like also Pacific Border, that was like right? Or POOP? OP, Ocean Pacific.
Ocean Pacific, yes.
But yeah, it was Ocean Pacific, but I'm pretty sure it was just Pacific Ocean.
Oh, that's good.
I know.
Okay, I have something that I feel like, unless you have like a bunch of questions, I feel like I have something that might be a really good like bookend that is going to resonate with you so much. And it's on the topic of manifestation. Okay,
let's go there.
Yeah?
I have no idea. I had nothing planned, so don't worry. Let's hear it. I'm so excited to talk about this. I haven't talked about manifestation in so long. Oh, hit me.
Okay, so I was cleaning out my parents' house because around this time in our lives, our parents downsize and you have to go clean up your bedroom with all your crap in it. And I found an old box, and it had a bunch of like school papers and stuff I did in high school. And there was a class that I took called Career and Personal Planning, and it was probably in grade 10. And
CAP.
It was, CAP.
We know it.
And it was a letter that I had to write. I had to address it to my mom, and I had to pretend that I was 30, and I was writing to her about what was going on in my life. So classic manifestation.
Love it. Oh my God.
Setting
your school,
the stage.
Courtney is way cooler in CAP. Mine was like writing a budget for like everything you need for your first house. And I was like,
Oh,
cheese grater. I actually kind of loved it. I loved it. but
that's cool.
I know it's true. Okay. Okay. So we're
Another
manifesting.
form of manifesting. So my manifestation story happened to come true. Let
Okay,
me
tell
tell
me.
you what it said. Honestly,
Tell me everything.
I have it. I'll send it.
Yes.
Maybe we could put this
We'll
in
put
like
a photo.
Okay. It will make my arms sweat knowing people are going to read it, but here we go. Dear Mom, I'm living in California. This is totally paraphrased, but I'm living in California. I'm a dentist. That didn't come true.
You got great teeth.
Thanks. I'm a dentist. I also don't know where Palo Alto is, but I know that that's where Stanford is. And I had a dream that I went to Stanford University.
Oh my
I
God.
became a dentist. I surf all the time because I'm, living out my Roxy Girl dreams. I am coaching track I'm a coach on the Stanford track team, and I am married to a professional surfer who drives a truck. And I explained this guy in detail, aside from having some slight characteristics similar to Fred Durst. Because I loved
every Roxy gal would have written, so it makes total sense.
It actually turns out that I married the man of my dreams, Harrison Gordon.
Oh my God.
Not a pro surfer, but pro snowboarder, who we surf together a lot.
Mhm.
Anyways, I just thought that because you are the queen of manifesting and manifestation, I wanted to share my manifestation story with you because there is so much power in it. Even when you don't know what you want in life, there will be a time where those visions come and they might even come true.
Wait, I'm obsessed with this. I just love that you took us here. I wasn't expecting it for this episode. And you know what I love most about it is I think the most important thing is that you are recognizing it, and it almost gives you gratitude. I'm putting words in your mouth,
Yeah.
but don't you feel like it gives you gratitude for what you have? Because we can go in the day to day and we can feel like it's all happening to us. And then you sit there and you read that, you're like, wait, I'm living my dream life. And that's pretty cool. Don't you think?
Totally. Totally. And dream life doesn't have to mean like I am rich and more famous and like maybe what we thought when we were a kid, it's not exact, but like the groundwork is there. That's kind of sugarcoating, but like I am really grateful that my greatest lows in life have allowed me to experience humility in a lot of ways, and that you really don't need a lot to find happiness and peace in life.
This is such a good bookend. Do you think you would have got here to this feeling of contentment without fame and richness, without burnout? Or do you think that burnout and everything that happened was actually such a critical part in you and your happiness in a weird
That's a really great question because it, obviously,
so profesh.
I don't believe in balance.
Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Love it. Let's hear about it.
I think that if we did everything at a volume that was like manageable, I really do think that we learn our biggest lessons when we fail and when we eat shit. And you gotta eat shit. I think it's part of the human experience. When you smell something really good, like a nice, beautiful flower, and then you keep smelling it, and you just can't smell it anymore because you've gotten used to it.
You're killing it with the analogies today.
Thank you. I think that is, if life was like beautiful all day, every day. I don't condone fucking burnout culture. I hate working just to work, but like when you're passionate about something, you're gonna give it your all. You're gonna go all in. You're not gonna be able to like manage everything your best. And
Mhm.
I think that's okay. I think you're allowed. But
Yeah.
I don't think that we need to like almost kill ourselves to be able to have those experiences and to have that kind of growth. So I think that's my answer.
Yeah, I feel like now that we're talking about it, I feel like I've never had balance in my life, and yet I strive for it every single day, and I feel so stretched thin even right now in my life.
hmm
And yet, I don't even know what I'm trying to say with this, but like, yeah, balance doesn't exist.
I think that balance exists when you can zoom out
Mm.
and that, like, no, in a day, it's really hard to feel really balanced. But I think that we can have balanced seasons where we put all of our energy into something, and that is your contraction. And then give yourself a block of time to relax.
I think I'm in that block of time or I'm heading into it. I think September is a transition for me. Sorry, this has become my therapy session,
hmm
but I'm heading into macro view or zoomed out view. And yet it is interesting because even my zoomed out view, I still have like a child and a house and like actually a business and all these things. I'm just trying to pull out of the day to day as much as or just trying to like, yeah, not have as many people expect things from me right now. Like you said, not make myself so available to everyone and just make myself really available to like my child, my husband,
Yes.
and my best friends.
Yeah. Have you read the 10-hour work week?
No.
He talks about how to make yourself unavailable.
Okay. I think my biggest takeaway from this is I loved that phrase, like make yourself unavailable and not be top of mind. That's going to be so fucking, I actually feel sick thinking about not being top of mind. I
Yeah,
think
it
also
might not be
Squamish is
good
such,
for everyone.
I think leaving Vancouver was interesting in that like I'm not top of mind for people in Vancouver anymore. And I'm totally okay with that. I think I like it again, it happened at the same time as like COVID and me having a child and like all these things. But now I live in a small town and it almost sometimes feels like high school because it's like, it's a small town.
Yeah.
And so there's not as much happening. And so you want to be a part of the little amount of things that are happening. So I think I'm getting better at it and like just I've yeah, I think during my burnout what I learned is like people who take and they don't mean to, it's not on them, but just like
Mhm,
people who I spend like it takes energy to be with them and then people who it's more neutral or like it gives me energy.
mhm.
And I try to use that as my compass because I feel like I give so much energy in my day that like in my spare time I need it to like be nourishing for me. You know what I mean? Anyways, sorry, I'm just literally talking out loud. I'm not going to finish a sentence. I have no idea where I'm headed with
Don't
it.
have to.
I do want to understand. So, manifesting now that because I find it really hard to think about what I want when I'm in burnout or even coming out of burnout.
Mhm,
So, now you're in a place where you've just come out of the tunnel. You're like, okay, I'm like excited about Katie's Cafe. I'm excited about gathering people. Are you in a place yet where you like could write down a note of where you want to be in 10 years?
mhm.
You are?
So, well, um, some that's funny. Well, what I don't is it funny? It's
I'm
like
laughing.
what's funny about that is that we are so conditioned to have to like, okay, we have like a seed. Let's see what this seed can grow into.
Mm,
I am like, I don't I get stressed out thinking about 5 years from now. Like I think that's triggering to me.
mhm.
That scares me.
That feels
I'm
like the
like,
hamster wheel again?
yeah, yeah, that totally does. And I am just like I'm excited about the seed. I'm excited about feeding the seed and taking care of and kissing the seed um and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I wanna think
But
about.
I bet that takes a lot
So
of work
ignorant.
to like, I mean, it must take a lot of work to just to be excited about the seed and kiss the seed and not plan
For sure.
for the next 5 years and how you're going to become a millionaire with every idea you have.
That's the thing. The journey to becoming the millionaire is what got me the first time. And so this is my new approach, is that, I mean, like, Tight Club was sparkly and magical because I didn't think about the millionaire thing. I did the fun collaborations. I played with my friends, essentially, and made some money.
You had a college party.
I had the college party, and I am trying. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm not thinking about that yet. It's kind of like, oh, I have a new baby. I don't want to think about this baby growing up yet. But tune in for Fart 4 or Fart 3. Maybe I'll have an answer to that. I don't know.
Okay, I love it.
Okay, so I just want to set us up for our next chat. I'm obsessed with the show, and when I listen to you and Liz talk, I love your itinerary. Is that what you call it? Your
agenda, yeah.
Yeah, agenda. And I wrote down an agenda.
No, I know you did. I'm actually going off of it. You actually like fully managed this episode. I have to say, your enthusiasm is unmatched. This woman, I might even screenshot it. She had themes, she had ideas. Like, I know you say you're not going to 8 things all at once, but like, I just love that you came like so full on with this.
Well, I'm a fan. I know how you guys do this. I
know,
want to
it's
play
so
too.
cool.
I want to
so
sit at the dinner
cool.
table.
She literally even sent current obsessions, which like I was living for. Can we talk about them?
Okay, fine.
Okay, see, this feels very Liz and I. I'm actually so into it. I'll add some of my own. So one of your current obsessions is your new fridge and the 2 types of ice it gives.
Okay.
That's it. Like, I'm so into it. This is also such a Liz and I, like, I can't tell you like that. If I was to wake up tomorrow and Liz and I were recording, that is something she would write on her agenda add-ons.
First off, this is a Samsung. It's a Samsung.
Oh,
and
yeah. You know what? I have a Samsung too. Samsung.
And there, it came big ice. Great, for most drinks. But at Keighty's Cafe, you get pellets.
Oh my God, you're elite. You are elite. It's pretty late in the episode to say this, but like, you should be watching both these episodes on YouTube because their visuals are amazing.
So I'm obsessed with my fridge because I haven't had a fridge for about 10 days. It sucks to not have a fridge, so we got a fridge. The old fridge died, took a while. We thought that we could fix it. Got a new fridge. It's
new
so
appliances.
Nice.
Like, I'm sorry. It's just like, it's 40-year-old luxury.
Okay, I just have one more thing to show you.
Oh my God.
About this fridge.
Does it have water? Because a lot of fridges like don't make water.
This is a secret door. This is called the Beverage Center.
Love
and
it.
Comes with a self-filling
very important
jug, and it has if I push this, it will make water. Also, what's in my fridge?
I can't see it.
Oh, it's Joggy.
Oh my God, sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, wait, what's her name? Oh, Ty? Like,
Ty?
has she sent you all these things? Like, are you still on her influencer contact list?
I'm an early adopter to TYB.
Okay.
Which is her blockchain community marketing platform. I'm a fan. I like it. I drank one before our conversation because I knew it would get me lit.
Oh my God, wait. So what does it do? It's basically like a healthy Gatorade?
It's more like a healthy Red Bull.
Oh, so it gives you wings.
Yes, it is called Joggy.
Yeah, Joggy. So it gives you legs, I guess.
Yeah, it gives you legs. Gives you legs.
Ty,
nice.
Call me, baby. I'm a freelancer now. Call me. Okay, so wait, so you're on her list. She's sending you things.
No, I'm buying them all. Yeah.
Oh my God. So you bought the like shitty crops you're wearing right now?
Yes.
Oh girl,
I did. I bought them
sorry.
$80, USD.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
But I would, but Joggy's pretty good. I'll say that.
Really? Have you
Yeah.
drank? Because you're in America, I want to ask you all the things that you've tried. Have you tried Alex for Cooper's drink, Unwell?
Unwell. Yeah, I have.
Okay. Not as highly rated as the
It's
Joggy, but maybe higher rated than the capri pants you're wearing?
um yeah.
Oh, that's
Honestly,
a 2 out of 10 I'm
I
hearing.
I don't know. Like it's in like a long plastic clear bottle.
Yeah,
It
I've
just
seen it.
seems cheap to me. Like it doesn't.
Really?
Yeah, to me it doesn't get me.
Really, but a canned drink gets you.
A little canned bright green. I don't know. It's I'm down for Alex Cooper. I've been listening to her forever. Um, I just I'm not sure what she's trying to do with Unwell. Is it like a hangover cure?
I know.
Is
I hear you.
it a Gatorade? Is it like I don't know who it's for.
By the way, sorry, I just had this thought and I need to share it. You've not asked for
Mhm.
this advice, but I think you are really good at branding and marketing. And I do think that you need to like fudge your resume somehow because I do think you would be such an asset to someone as well, like Ty or someone like that who gets you. Or even like Alex Cooper, like someone like you are very good at branding and you're very good at marketing and very good at community. So like you need if your resume is not like getting the interviews you need, like just lie on it and put me as a reference.
Oh, Katie, thank you. I'll
You're good at
I'll
it.
thank you.
Okay, so also you also have gingham, the print, which we've it has come up in our last episode. Um, but it should be mentioned. So you're into gingham. Oh, I lost you. Where did my Keighty gal go? Her phone died. Okay.
Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, this is perfect. This is feeling like, when you have a crush on someone and like you finally get your own landline and then you just like talk to them all night long and then it's like the birds are chirping and the sun's coming up and your parents are like, it's time to go to school and you're like, fuck, I never slept. I just like crushed on someone all night.
I know. I feel the same
That's
way,
this
Katie.
podcast episode.
um well we touched on
Like, sorry that everyone has to like listen to us like fully fall back in love with each other. But yes, okay, so we talked about gingham.
yes, we talked about gingham.
Well, also, I love that you wrote gingham, comma, the print, because I'm curious, like, is there something else?
Okay, so for a long
Eh.
time for a long time I thought that gingham okay, it's Gangnam Style,
Oh,
the
oh
song.
my God, stop. Stop. This is like actually amazing. I'm obsessed that you got
I
those
don't
two
know.
mixed up. That is the most me thing ever. Okay, Keighty,
Okay,
that is
cut off.
amazing. Just end right there because I don't want to hear. I just like that's amazing. That's the most I want to hear about gingham.
Thank you.
And then the other thing that you added to the agenda here was a big one, and it's very Liz coded.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's milk.
Yeah, got milk.
Got milk. You guys, I found 6%. Does that
Wow.
just make
Sorry,
yeah, it's more than whole, but less than cream.
cream.
And it's organic. It's not even like bright white. It's like cream color. It's slightly
Okay,
low. It's like almost the color of our shirt, but don't it's not raw or anything. I wouldn't that's not for me. Um, but gosh,
that's a bit trad wave.
yeah,
That is over the line.
yeah, that's over the line for me. But can you imagine?
Maybe in part 3,
Yeah,
you'll be
me in
drinking the
my
raw.
gingham dress drinking raw milk at Katie's Cafe. But I do
Yeah. So are you serving 6% at your studio?
Katie's Cafe? No,
Mm.
that's just for me.
Okay, cool. It's just
For me.
special. It's just reserved top shelf for
It's
you.
just for me. Harrison thinks it's disgusting, but he hasn't tried it yet. Do
Yeah.
you drink Califia?
Oh, yeah. No, I don't. I don't like weird shit. Like I'm very clean when it comes to certain things. I'll eat chips every single day of my life, but when it comes to milks, I'm pretty specific. So no.
Okay. Well, we at Singing Sun, we serve Califia brand.
I think, isn't it called
alternative milk.
Califia? Or
So I thought so until a friend of mine who works for as a rep for Califia,
stop.
she corrected me.
Huh. She might need to correct like a lot of people.
Yeah, there should be a ad campaign on correcting. That'd
Yeah.
actually be kind of cute walking up to people being like, say this word.
Okay, pitch it, girl. Go get that job.
Okay. Anyways, I just found I've never been a coconut milk girl. But their coconut milk, their organic 4-ingredient coconut milk is so good as a matcha latte.
Okay, noted. We don't have that here. We don't have the 4-ingredient. That is like I'm a 4-ingredient gal.
I will
So
bring
that
some for you next time
yeah.
I'm there.
Okay, we'll just add it to the Airbnb add-ons and I'll check mark that one.
Yes. New hairstyle is so good.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I am having like a bit of a midlife crisis in the form of hair, but
Really? I
I don't
think
know.
it's
I
so
feel like
fresh
hair
and different. I think it's cool.
thanks. Different? Like to be honest, I'm just trying to look like everyone else.
Well, okay. When I think of you, I think of the era where you you had like bright blonde, like
Mm,
beautiful balayage, and you had this wave going,
mhm,
and it was like the perfect bob.
mm.
Like you are embracing a beautiful, it's kind of like, I don't know, is it like a 90s like
Yeah.
layer?
Well, okay, yeah, I'm going for like yeah, that is it. But I do think it's what young people are doing now, which is actually I'm less tuning into my 90s and trying to tune into like just what's happening in the world, to be honest.
Okay.
And going for more of like a natural, unstyled kind of blowout vibe. Um, which I know a blowout isn't unstyled, but anyways, I don't know. TBD. I basically am like, I said to myself today, because I really do miss but my hair was so millennial, and like I know I'm a
Yes.
millennial, but like it just was so styled and such a look that now I basically told myself today though, I'm like, just grow her out long until next summer, just because you're here, and like, why not see what
Yeah.
it looks like? And then next summer, chopper. I love short hair, so like I don't know why I'm not just doing it now, but I've gotten this far. So
Yeah, be a long-haired girl.
see
I
what happens.
I I'm also in a hair crisis where like I haven't colored my hair in a while, and I just went pretty blonde recently, and it's my hair's falling out. My hair does not like
Mm,
the dye, and I kind of want to do I kind of want to go short. I want to go for
yeah.
it, but I'm finally like back to being like a long-haired girl again, and I feel like I look hotter as a long-haired girl versus like I don't know, spunky or whatever as like a bob girl.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But I also know the bob look you want, and it's like so cool. And I feel like not everyone has the balls to do blonde. So short. So when you're cool enough to do short hair, I also think like it's a crime not to, because it's like so much cooler than anyone with long hair. Sorry to all my long hair listeners, but like short hair is just like cooler. Like, sorry,
Cool.
you can't fight it.
Am I one of the only people that has been on that doesn't have a baby? That's not a
Are you the only person? Wait, you might be. I feel like we've talked about having certain people on, but we haven't booked them in yet. No, you actually might be.
Oh, I
Wait,
know.
I love it.
Maybe you're first though. Ali Maz.
Oh yeah, you're right. She was kind of a call-in.
That was a
She was
call.
call a friend.
Yeah.
We haven't actually had an episode with her, which is also strange that we haven't. I feel like because she's so like smart and like articulate and like knowledgeable and wise woman, and I don't know, I guess I get nervous that like she would be like so confused if we tried to talk about like gingham versus gingham, you know? Whereas like you like we talked about like some really wild scientific things and you fully lost me for a minute, but we came back to like the basic little blind bitches that we are, you know, real
Yes,
quick.
yes, truly. That's why I love
Um,
this podcast.
okay, I actually think we're gonna have to like hit stop because this is gonna get ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
Like I didn't think we could do like a full other hour on part 2, but like we also will never call it part ever again.
No, never. That was such a good slip.
It was so good. Okay, Keighty, I love you so much.
I
This
love
is
you too, Keighty. This was
I feel like this is like almost reconnected us. Like can we be daily friends again?
please, please,
Okay.
please, please. Yeah, see you later,
Okay,
alligator.
bye.